Welcome back to another video, ladies and gentlemen. Today's a little bit different. Today, it's about my Pokemon card purchasing because I've just done something which is a huge gamble, okay? On TradeMe, which is New Zealand's version of eBay, so it's just an auction site. You know, we love to sell Pokemon cards on there here in New Zealand. However, I was scrolling and I came across something that just caught my eye quite a bit. Okay, it was for this right here. Okay, a listing called Big Pokemon Collection includes rare cards. Vague, not much to it. Okay, $200. It caught my attention. So I had to take a look, okay? So, I open it up and I have a look at the description. You know, hundreds of Pokemon cards ranging from old to newer, mostly from around 20 years ago, early 2000s, selling as a collection. Perfect. I buy and sell older vintage Pokemon cards. That's how we fund this channel. That's how we do things around here. And we love the old school nostalgia. Random mix of cards, condition varies, some good and lots well played. They're always well played. As requested, I've taken more photos. I've now sorted through and done some research, found some rare cards in the collection that would bring the value up. Okay, so I then decided, let's take a look at the photos. So the first photo is this one right here, okay? It's not that appealing. You see a couple of boxes, some cards sticking out. I zoomed in. Doesn't look like it's anything too fancy. Laid out in front of it, you got some cards there. What caught my attention is I see a Hypno. That's good for me. They don't pop up too often. That's good for resale. I see a Pikachu. I see a Charmander, Charmeleon. I then see a Bulbasaur and a Squirtle. I'm like, oh, that Squirtle looks a bit rough, but you know. Anyway, so then I look through again, and it's some zoom ups, you know, of the same cards. And I'm thinking, nah, this ain't bloody worth it. It then shows what's in the box. That just looks like your standard commons and stuff. Nothing too crazy, too wild. Yep, there they all are, boxed up. That's cool and all, but for $200, nah. However, I then go through, we get some close-ups on the condition, then a massive photo. And I'm just looking at it and I go, oh, okay. I can see some older cards in there, you know, ones that don't pop up too often here. I can see some like Neo, I can see some base set, I can see some like Phantom Forces, I can see Delta Species, I can see a few little bits and bobs there. I stop on this page and go, oh nice, there's some cards I can sell there. That looks pretty cool. Oh, we've got a cool little Nuzleaf, reverse holo. That's beautiful. Oh shit. Do we just have a Charizard and a goddamn Blastoise? So I zoomed in, checked out the numbers, checked out everything. From what I'm aware, they look legit. They can bring in some big bucks. However, I probably wouldn't even sell them. I'd keep them for my collection because I don't have them. Scroll to the next page. I see a Blissey EX and then an Altaria from EX Dragon. Man, that's pretty dope. Wowee. Every time I just scroll to the next photo, it gets better and better. Check out that Kingdra from Holo Phantoms. And what's right beside it? A Vaporeon holographic from Skyridge. God damn it! Doesn't look like it's in the best condition at all. But that's one hell of a card when we're talking $200. Like, come on. That's like a $500 card. I then see some other cool cards. I then keep going through. I speed it up now. I get another little, you know, overall photo of them and I think, holy shit. This could be a massive opportunity. I'm aware they're not the best condition. I'm not going to get full price if I was to sell them. However, even if I got 50%, I think we're going to walk away pretty happy. However, in the questions, someone was asking, are they legit? The people don't know if they're legit. Someone thinks they've seen some fakes. There's a potential that there are fakes. This is either I spent $200 to get some bloody sick ass cards and make some money, or I got ripped off. I'm hoping I didn't get ripped off. I'm hoping it's not a scam. I'm hoping this ain't bullshit. So what I'm going to do for you right now is we're going to skip to when these cards arrive, and we're going to go through to find out if I got scammed or if I'm rich, baby! Alright, well, it arrived. Here it is. This is the massive box that contains all of these cards. You can hear them rattling around in there. This doesn't fill me with much hope at all. This right here, this packaging, low cost, this is actually a rubbish bag. They've wrapped it in a bloody trash bag, which is just, oh no, that does not fill me with confidence whatsoever. This is hefty though. There's a lot in here. So, I think I'm gonna rip it open, baby. Let's go. Okay, so we got these two little boxes here. Pokemon cards lots. Ship my cards. Oh fuck. They don't sound very secure. Yeah, let's have a wee. Okay, so what do we got? Oh, okay. So they're all like that. Gotcha. I'm guessing this one's the same. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm gonna quickly go sort some of these out, and we'll take a wee look, eh? Alright, so let's take a look here. We've got some cards here. Now, these are all real. I've checked these out. These are all real. We've got some Team Rocket, Aquapolis. These are real. Old, nice vintage cards. However, like, that's sun faded. The heavy played. In fact, you would say heavy played to damaged, like horrific state. But they are all real. That's a first edition. And it's actually surprisingly in a good condition. But, you know, we're talking $1. We're talking $1 there. There's some alright cards here. It's just the quality's horrific. Like, I wouldn't want to. Oh, look at that. Look at that. That's fucked. No, you can't do much with these. These are just, they're rubbish. They're basically scrapped. We got some more. We got, you know, this is just like some of the real ones, because I did find some fakes. Oh, that's Squirtle. Munched. Then you got like, you know, the early 2000s era. And then there was a whole heap of modern. There was so much of just this. So much just absolute bulk. It's worthless. It's all just shit. And then the real vintage ones, terrible quality. Also, that's all energies. That is a shit ton of goddamn energies, okay? That's all energies, which is just trash. Whole heap of bulk. Heavy damage played vintage cards. And this is where it gets serious, okay? This is where we're talking what about the big hitters? The cards that meant everything in this collection? Well, ladies and gentlemen, they were all fake. All of them. What I just showed you was the real cards. What I'm about to show you is heartbreaking. Check this out. This box. This box right here. This holds our fake cards. Let me just grab and show you this. The feel of these is horrifically thin. We have an onyx hollow, which the whole card's actually hollow. Look at the back. It's fake as fuck. This is fake as hell. They've printed the hollow pattern. That is not hollow. One of the big cards that I wanted, this Kingdra Delta Species Holland Phantoms Reverse Hollow, is just, it's fake. The Blissey EX, fake. All of this is fake. Some of them are insane. Would have been insane cards. These are all fake. This Azumarill has like a texture all over it. Like the back of them, fake. If I bring up a real one, you can just see. You can just see. But more importantly, in person, you can just feel. They're fake as fuck. Fake as fuck. And then we look over just on. I'm not going to go through all of them because there's no need. They're all fake. We don't need to sit here looking at fake cards. But these two big bangers that I was super excited for my collection, okay? They're fake. They're not hollow. The back's faded as shit. These are all fake. Ugh. It's so unfortunate. You get one where you're like, oh, that looks like it's real. And it's not. It's just not. Once again, they've just printed the hollow pattern on these. It's insane. Yeah, it's just unreal. I can't believe it. $200 just blown. Just gone. Check this out. This is the Vaporeon Skyridge. You know, it's fake. It's just like a sticker on there. I tested some of them. They are fakes, 100%. But you can tell. In person, you can tell. But yeah, I guess it comes down to that classic saying here in the Pokemon community. If something is too good to be true, because this was, right? We were spending $200. Some of these cards, these are big hitter cards if they were real. These are just like collectible items. These are huge. I thought I was just, you know, gonna maybe have a few fakes. Like maybe I expected some of the big hitters to be fake. In no way did I expect every single one of them to be fake. Like, that's all fake right there. It's unbelievable. If something's too good to be true, yeah, it probably is. You can 98% sure it probably is too good to be true. In this case, 100%. I got fucked. I just blew it. I blew $200 on fake cards. And I can't believe it. I can't believe it. It's heartbreaking to me. It's so fucking annoying and frustrating. I spent so much time sorting through them as well. But yeah. But anyway, on the bright side, I'm in talks with the person that sold them to me. We're going to try to get them packaged up, sent back. I'm going to try to get my money back. But like, these need to be deleted from our world. Like, I don't even know. Anyway, hey, just remember, be safe out there. Check, get more info, get more photos. Don't just do what I did and just gamble, because Pokemon cards is already a gamble. Don't gamble anymore, okay? If it's too good to be true, yeah, it probably is. Love yous though. And I'll catch you in the next one. It'll be a bit chirpier, I swear. Peace out, baby. Mwah!